intersection of law and everyday life. We strive to cover it all, help you get your business right. At the corner of legal insight and understanding, we hope to keep your knowledge ever expanding. Welcome to Law Street with GHR. We got law education accessible to all. Oh, welcome to Law Street with GHR. We're informing the community, so come and get involved.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Law Street at the corner of legal insights and understanding. I'm Gabby Grant Gilpin Hudson, and I'm here today with my partner, Christopher Henry. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Gabs.
All right, so today we want to talk about common things you should know about common area ownership in a strata development. So, firstly, what is a strata development?
A strata development is a type of real estate development, and it's the hallmark of community living in that people have their individual titles and they share, as you have indicated, common amenities. And what is a very crucial part of it is the common property.
Okay, and what makes something a strata though?
What makes it a strata is that there is shared walls and shared amenities. So everybody has their individual titles, but you have a share in, for example, the roof or a common title that is referred to as the common area.
I see. And that would be under the registration of strata title, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So with you having shared ownership of common areas, how exactly does that act? Address that, manage that? What is the framework?
The framework speaks to the common area being all of that area that is not contained in a strata lot title.
Okay, so the strata lot title is my actual unit.
Is your actual unit.
Right.
Everything else not contained it, and what is contained in, like, the, for want of a better word, the parent title
or the
is
hallways.
all your hallways, the roof, some person's backyard,
Green
the walkways,
space, anything outside
green
of your
spaces.
unit.
Precisely.
So like as you step out your front door.
Precisely.
Okay.
That's it.
All
So
right.
once all of those things are considered, they're all considered common area. There are certain rights and obligations that go with the operation of these areas.
Okay, and who sees to the operation of those areas?
The Strata Corporation.
Okay.
So the Strata is also a body corporate.
Okay.
And in being a body corporate, it operates as a company, for want of a better term.
Okay.
So it has an executive committee that oversees and manages the common area.
Okay, and that would basically be a corporation made up of all the owners.
Precisely.
And so basically there are rules that you have to follow.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, so got you. Now, in terms of like the basic types of usage or rules that you need to bear in mind in relation to the common property, could you like walk us through that?
One of the major rules is that you should not appropriate it or keep it to yourself.
Okay.
You should allow access for the common area.
Okay, so
right?
allow others access and use.
Precisely.
Okay.
Precisely.
Okay. And so everybody has a right generally to access and use a common area.
Precisely.
Okay.
Also, there needs to be compliance with the bylaw. So if, for example, the bylaw says that you're not supposed to use the common property for a certain purpose,
Okay.
you are not to use it for that purpose.
Or if it has rules about how you use the common property?
There usually are rules. For example, you should not probably cut the lawn beyond a certain level, or you're not supposed to do anything to harm the foliage in the common area.
What about like pool use, gym use?
Not to, for example, not to deny access. Also, not to, for example, in the gym, not to hog the equipment, the pool, not to do anything harmful in the pool that would pollute it. Those are the sort of bylaws that you need to be very cognizant of in usage of the common property.
Okay, so basically then what you're saying is that you should have respect for other owners.
Precisely.
And their occupiers or
Precisely.
everybody who is using it.
Precisely.
Because it's community living.
It's community.
All right, so what are some of the things you need to bear in mind in being respectful for other people using the space?
Being respectful, for example, when these other proprietors, visitors come, you should allow them to use that common property.
Same rights you would have basically.
Precisely.
And rules.
And don't deny them and allow them to enjoy, as long as they are not breaching any bylaw. They are free to enjoy the common property.
So with everybody using common area and enjoying common area, how do you see to like the maintenance of it? Because then everybody's using it.
And this is exactly why you collect maintenance.
Okay.
Or the strata, you would pay a maintenance fee in order for the maintenance of the said common property.
Okay, so you want us to take a second and dial back to say, okay, what is the maintenance? What is maintenance?
Maintenance is the monthly fee that proprietors pay for the maintenance of the strata.
Okay.
Right? And its common property.
Okay, how do they arrive at that?
They arrive at it in terms of unit entitlement, a thing called unit entitlement, which is calculated by the surveyor on creation of the strata.
I see.
Right?
And it's based on the size of your unit, right?
Precisely.
Okay.
So the surveyor does his calculation. We as lawyers don't get into that. But you would see a number on the strata plan, which creates the strata, that this is your unit of entitlement. And that is used to calculate the monthly maintenance fee of each unit.
Okay, so like you have a budget, this is how much it costs to run everything,
Right.
and then based on your unit entitlement, when you divide it up amongst everybody, that's how much you pay.
That's exactly how much I would pay.
Okay.
Right. So when you pay that maintenance, now that maintenance is used to maintain the said common property that is in the strata. Now, this is why it is so important to pay your maintenance, because if maintenance is not paid, the common property is going to fall into disrepair.
Exactly. And so like, what are some of the things that would make up the cost of maintenance?
For example, if we have a pool, the maintenance of the pool, the cleaning, the chlorination, all those sort of things. Security is another one.
Janitor.
Gardening services for the open green spaces, right? Sometimes the roof needs to be maintained, especially if you have flat asphalted roof. From time to time, you need to redo the asphalt, redo the slab. Yeah, so those are some of the costs associated with maintaining the common ownership.
Okay. All right. So say I don't get this whole communal living thing and I want to be a not nice person and not pay my maintenance. What happens?
Well, there are so many things that can take place. For example, if you don't pay your maintenance for 1 month, the Strata Titles Act that we were speaking of earlier says that the strata can actually sell your unit or put before I reach sell a unit, they can put a charge on the unit for the unpaid maintenance. If that maintenance is still unpaid, then they can apply to sell your unit.
Wow.
You know,
is there like a minimum amount that needs to be owed for them to do it?
Only 1 month.
Wow.
Only 1 month.
So I can be 1 month in arrears and they can say, yeah man, I go apply to put your unit up for sale.
Exactly. 1 month in arrears, that's all it is needed. That is what the Act says, Section 5.
Don't play with your maintenance, people. It's not a cool thing to do.
Exactly.
Right. And I think it's just in the spirit of communal living, like follow the rules.
That's all. That's
you know, if it says you need to book the tennis court in advance, just book it in advance. You know.
And this harks back to a previous episode of Last Street where you spoke about having a lawyer when you're purchasing property. Your lawyer would explain all of this to you,
right?
Especially when you're buying into.
Yeah, you're so right. Because even like I find a lot of people, their lawyer does not give them legal advice about what a strata really is, and then they're like their mental state is not willing to go along with the rules and requirements of a strata. They're like, well, I don't want to be bound by these rules. I don't want to pay me.
And I didn't know this is what I was buying into. The lawyer just didn't do what they're supposed to do.
That's why it's important to educate yourself and know.
Precisely.
That this is what you're signing up for if you decide to buy into a strata, and there are rules, and you have to follow the rules. Okay, so to just wrap everything up and give us some closing thoughts.
Yes.
What would you say top things to know about communal living, common area in a strata?
Know your rights, know your obligations. Everybody is free to use it. You know you have to pay for it. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Okay, and be a good neighbor.
And
treat
be
your
a
neighbor
good,
as you'd
be
like
a good
them to
neighbor.
treat you.
Exactly. It's a biblical proposition. I know many Jamaicans can understand.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for joining us for another episode of Law Street, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Chris.
If you like this video, please visit our website at ghrlegal.com, where you will find this and full-length articles on a variety of legal matters. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with our latest content on our page. The information in this video is for general discussion purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. If you need legal advice, please book a consultation with one of our knowledgeable attorneys. Thank you.